And Daniel comes in and he says, King Nebuchadnezzar, the statue in your dream was made of materials. Your head was made of pure gold. Your chest and your arms were made of silver. Your stomach and your thighs were made of bronze. And your legs were made of iron. And your feet were made of iron and mixed with baked clay.
Wow.
And that was the dream. And King Nebuchadnezzar was probably, oh, right, this guy is the real deal. And then guess what? And he says, in your dream, there was a rock that was not made with human hands. It was carved out, and it was not made with human hands. You know who that is? Have you ever heard? I'll tell you later. So, this rock was not made with human hands, was cast down, and it was smashed against his feet. It hit the iron and the mixed clay, and it crushed his feet. And instantly, it demolished the feet, and everything from head to toe, it said it almost vaporized and turned into chaff. You know what chaff is? Like
Dust.
like dust.
Yeah.
Like left, like it's just light as a feather. Gone. Gone. And that rock, remember, this is a huge giant statue. That rock was huge.
A rock.
Yes, a rock. A big rock. And this rock was not made with human hands.
Oh, man.
And all of a sudden, this rock turned into a mountain that filled the whole earth. The whole earth. Right? Okay, you can sit down.
Good job, Cameron.
Very good. And guess what? He started to interpret the dream. And he said, this is what's going to happen in the days ahead. And he said, King Nebuchadnezzar, you and your kingdom are like the head of gold. And after you is going to come another kingdom like the chest and the arms of silver. Guess what? Silver's not as valuable as gold, isn't it? And so forth. And then the bronze, and then the iron, and then the iron mixed with clay. This is what's going to happen in history. Humanity and kingdoms are going to get less and less and less and less until the very, very end, which is pretty much where we are now. Exactly where we are now. Is the iron, little bits of iron mixed with baked clay. It's very frail, right? If I had a clay pot, right, and I dropped it, what would happen? It'd break, right?
Yep.
So that's what's going to happen. Well, guess what that dream means? Have you ever heard of Jesus being called the Rock?
No.
Mm-hmm.
He told us, he says, Peter, I'm going to build my church on you, the rock, and it's going to stand. You ever heard of Jesus being called the Rock?
No.
Jesus is called the Rock. And the reason we know that Jesus is in this story is because the rock was not made with human hands. Remember when Jesus was birthed in the Virgin Mary? He was not made with human hands. God made him. Remember? So this rock, and then is going to come and he's going to hit the bottom of the statue and everything is going to crumble. All of history is going to go just, and guess what's going to happen? The rock's going to fill the whole earth and it's going to be established forever and ever, and it will be the same. Well, that's God's kingdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
So God is always the rock in this story. And humanity is gold, silver, bronze, iron, and iron mixed with clay. And God is much more powerful than that, right? Okay, so that's what happens. So guess what? Daniel saves the day. Daniel, guess what happens to Daniel? The King Nebuchadnezzar is floored, and he says, surely, Daniel, your God is the God of gods, and the Lord of lords, and the King of kings. Surely he is the real God because you interpreted my dream, and you told me my dream. So guess what happens to Daniel? Guess what? He gets elevated. He gets rewarded. He gets gifts. He gets elevated to the number 2 position in the entire world.
Yay.
He gets to become a leader.
A leader.
In the place that he lives. Yeah.
I know.
The number 2 in the entire world. So here we had this evil king, and he was so troubled, and God raised up a gifted man, Daniel, to interpret this dream, and God now influences the whole world through Daniel, the number 2 guy in the world. That's pretty cool. So when I say Daniel, that's what we do. Oh my goodness. So that's pretty cool, right? So I'll let you all know a little secret. That evil king, King Nebuchadnezzar, bad guy, right? Killed lots of people. He became a Christian. He became a believer. So when we all die or pass on or get raptured out of here, guess what? When you get to heaven, you can walk right up to King Nebuchadnezzar and say, "Oh, I heard that story about you and Daniel. Can you tell me more about it? I'd love to be your friend." And he'll probably tell you all about it. Isn't that cool? How God does things? Okay, so that's the story. So, do you have any questions?
No.
So God can help us
I didn't-
because of Jesus
Yeah.
in hard situations like that. I mean, that's
That was a
really
really hard
hard.
situation, right?
Yeah. Got a question right there.
So, what kind of questions do